Now let's talk about what happened in all of that. What music skills did you see going on in all of that little interchange that we did? Tell me about the music skills and music words that you could use to describe what went on.
Rhythm.
There was rhythm. When?
The same going,
Yes, and substituting the words and everything. Okay, what else?
Rhyme.
Explain.
Today and away.
Today and way rhymed, didn't they? And a lot of times in songs we have rhymes, don't we? Because songs and poetry are really connected like that with rhyme. What else musically was happening and what we did?
Memorizing.
Ah,
We had to memorize the words. The more we kept in repetition, the more we kept
memorizing and repetition. And if you've ever been in a choir, what do? You sing the songs over and over and over again until you get them right, right? And a lot of times a music teacher will say, okay, you sang it this way, now we're going to try adding this, now we're going to try adding this, now we're going to work on this measure. So each time has a little bit different twist or a little bit different purpose. What else did you notice musically? Let me reframe that question for you. Did you notice any connections in terms of movement in music?
When we did our motions, they were to the beat, kind of.
Mm-hmm. They just kind of happened that way,
Right,
didn't they?
yeah.
Because we had practiced that beat so often that it became a natural part. Now what about, did you notice how I built up from singing the song to adding the actions to getting it in your memory by repeating it with all the different twists? And then finally, I said to you, create 2 verses, or 2 lines, really, not even 2 verses, 2 lines. But what I had done is structured it for you so that it was almost a no-brainer that you were going to be successful at that, because we had done all this other stuff. What if I had said to you, here's the song, we're going to learn it, now everybody has to turn in their own verse tomorrow, and you have to create your own verse. Would the structure have been there for your success? No. So there's a great deal of scaffolding that took place, okay? If you can put it in your body through patch, stamp, clap, snap, if you can do that, then once you can put something in your body, you can then attach words to what you did in your body. And it's not so hard to do if you're doing that. So the mistake we make a lot of times in even teaching poetry and teaching kids to write poems, we'll say, okay, your assignment is you need to write a poem and all the lines need to rhyme, or these 2 lines and these 2 lines and these 2 lines and these 2 lines need to rhyme. But we haven't structured it for their success. It's important to scaffold and structure for success. Now, all of that was musical stuff. How does this song connect into school and school culture? And how might you use this song to reinforce school, the concept of school?
You could use it during the morning meeting
Okay,
as a greeting.
as a greeting
Yeah.
song. This is our class greeting song. And it might even change throughout the year, because Sean probably has figured out that every time we do a new activity, we start adding verses, so he's adding verses to the song months in advance now. You know, that song could change, and it becomes the class song, and it takes on the personality of the class, because the class feels comfortable recommending changes to the verses. So it makes an excellent morning song. What other connections?
It gives the students a sense of community.
Yep.
Belonging.
Absolutely, there's a community there. And let's say you've been asked to do a program in February. You can start your program, whatever that program is, by saying, and parents, this is a song that we sing every day when we first arrive at school, right before our class meeting time. And we've learned to write verses to go with this song. We're going to sing 5 of the verses that we wrote in class. And so you go ahead and you sing the song, and they share the verses, and suddenly your parents are going, oh, they wrote those verses? I'm impressed. You know, so it can be a PR tool, it can be a program presentation tool. There are a lot of things that go with it. There was something else I was gonna say, so let me have a senior moment and recall it. I can't remember, so if I come back to it, then I'll say it, okay? So, there we've got one song, and I know we kind of beat it